What's up, my green beans? Welcome back to another game analysis. I've missed a couple of days. I've been pretty busy, so I'm glad that I'm able to just record this one. But today, we're going to be analyzing what happened, not only today, but also what happened in the Eastern Conference Finals. Today was Game 4 of the Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Dallas Mavericks. And the Eastern Conference Finals are done. And let's get into that right now. So, as you can see, the Boston Celtics are going to the finals. Now, I knew this was going to happen. I predicted it. I gave the Pacers maybe one game. They didn't even get that. Tyrese Halliburton was out for Game 3 and Game 4. Andrew Nembhard stepped up. It was not enough, though. So, Celtics are going to the finals, even though the Pacers were favored to win this game. Even in the fourth quarter, they had a good lead. So, as you can see, great game. Jaylen Brown won the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and deservedly so, I think. I think Jason Tatum was good. He was really good, but his shooting percentages were not there. His defense wasn't really there. I think overall, Jaylen Brown was the better player of the series. He had 29 points this game, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals and a block. Great shooting from him. Tatum had 26, but yeah, this is to be expected. Nembhard did everything he could, 24 points, great shooting, 10 assists as well, 6 rebounds, a steal and a block. He tried his best, but it wasn't enough. And the Pacers obviously were never going to beat these Celtics. They're too good. They didn't even have Kristaps Porzingis. It's going to be scary when they get Kristaps Porzingis back. Speaking of that, we still don't know who's going to match up with them in the Western Conference because it's still going on, and it's because the Timberwolves won Game 4, making it a 3-1 series. Now, no team in the NBA has ever come back from 3-0. And to tell you the truth, I don't think it's going to happen now. I wish it would. I really want it to happen. Not because I like the Timberwolves more than the Mavericks, but just because it would be an amazing thing to see happen. But yeah, Timberwolves did win this game. You see Jaden McDonald's, 10 points. He was okay this game, 50% from the field, 50%. The real MVP of this game was Karl Anthony Towns. 25 points on 69% from the field, nice, and 80% from 3. Also had 5 rebounds and an assist, but he was focused on scoring. He did have a few turnovers, but yeah. Rudy Gobert had 13 points, 10 rebounds, only 1 block, but he played really good defense today as well. Anthony Edwards, really good as well, 29 points, 44% for the field, 40% for 3. Not bad at all. Also 10 rebounds and 9 assists, borderline triple-double. On the Mavericks side, it was really just Luka Doncic. The other players didn't really step up this game. Jaden Hardy was pretty good. Kyrie was all right. Not great, though. Luka did a lot, but he took a lot of shots as well. As you can see, Luka had 28 points, 15 rebounds, and 10 assists. Triple-double, yes, but he also shot 33% for the field and 36% for 3, which you don't want to see. Kyrie had 16, also shooting horribly. 16% from 3, 1 of 6 is not something you want to see. No. So that's why the Mavericks lost this game. And to tell you the truth, I want this to happen in the next game because I want to keep this series going. I want to watch more of this series. So let's take a look at these highlights and see what went down. All right, so starting off, the Timberwolves were in a tough situation going into this game. The Dallas Mavericks had been playing much better than them the whole time. And I watched this game. It was pretty scary to watch because I thought the Mavericks were going to win it. I thought that we're just going to sweep them right here. But yeah, the Timberwolves did win this, deservedly so. They played really well today. Everyone played well for the Timberwolves actually today, and it was fun to watch. Definitely fun to watch. So yeah, especially Cat. Cat really carried this game. Didn't score more than Anthony Edwards, but shot better. Anthony Edwards also played amazingly this game. I'm not knocking him. Look at this deep 3 from Luka. Oh my God! Like that was a deep 3. Anthony Edwards, a nice little jelly layup. Woo! Double clutch. Luka Doncic started off really hot this game. It was really, he was just cooking. The whole game he was cooking, even though he shot horribly, he was cooking. Mike Conley played really well. Assist heavy. Nice little Rudy Gobert layup, Nothing too crazy happened in the first 3 quarters of this, but once we get to the fourth, then it became pretty crazy. Cat with a nice little lay-in, nice little finish there. He shot really well, man. I really liked Karl Anthony Towns this game because he stepped up. There were a lot of narratives, especially on people around the NBA, analysts. They were saying Karl Anthony Towns is soft. He can't shoot. He was shooting horribly. But this game, he stepped up. 70% for the field and 80% for 3 is just great. Like, you cannot argue against it. There's Hardy. Nice little 3 there. They didn't. Both teams shot all right. I don't think it was anything too special. They didn't shoot great. They shot all right. A lot of shots that looked like they should have dropped just didn't drop this game, which was pretty interesting. Kyrie just doing Kyrie things. As we all know, Kyrie can just do anything with a basketball, basically. Anything he wants. This shot was crazy. End of the shot clock. And then, right after this, right? He gets a nice little layup. But yeah, right after, I don't know why they didn't show it. Dante Exum hit a nice 3 right after that shot, that buzzer beater. The buzzer beater, shot clock buzzer beater. Daniel Gafford here got a nice block. Daniel Gafford was blocking good today. Anthony Edwards was shooting much better today because last game he didn't even have 1 3. This game he definitely did. I think he had 4 or something. Luka rims out, back out to Luka. He gets it and puts it in. So the Timberwolves held the lead practically the whole game until the 4th quarter. Mike Conley was doing nice little off the high part of the backboard layups, which they need him to do or else he'll get blocked because he's very short. Derrick Jones Jr., not a great three-point shooter, but if you need him, he will step up sometimes. As you can see, he wants to prove my point. And they tied it. They tied it going in almost into the 3rd quarter. It's almost halftime. So they're tying it up. It's just back and forth at this point. Good passing, good ball movement from the Timberwolves. Slow-mo, a nice little hook shot, puts it in. Ties it up once more. I mean, this game was just back and forth. I just can't even lie. Kyrie Irving, a nice lob to Daniel Gafford. What a lob threat that guy is, really. A great acquirement from the trade deadline by the Mavericks. They got him from the Wizards, which was just a great steal. You know, without him, I mean, they would not be here, I would say. They would definitely not. And all he did was dunk the ball this game. That's all he did. And that's all he needed to do. Because that's all they need him for. It's just to dunk and play defense. Okay, I guess he didn't. He did do one little layup. It was practically a dunk, though. Luka, snubbed for MVP. He should have gotten the MVP this year. And you know what? I think he's going to get it next year. And I hope he gets it next year because he really deserves it. The way he played this year, he already deserved it. Whew. They almost fumbled that. They almost fumbled a 3-on-1. Luka almost locked them up somehow. Watch the lob threat. Okay. Or just let him score. Why not? He was happy there, apparently. Cat was not looking good at this part of the game. He only had 9 points and 4 fouls already. Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert, and Anthony Edwards were in foul trouble the whole game. I mean, by the end of the game, I believe Karl-Anthony Towns actually fouled out, but it was basically done at that point. So, yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of dumb fouls called this game, and a lot of non-fouls, which should have been fouls, but, you know, referees, they aren't perfect. They can't see everything. As you can see by this game. If you were there to watch the whole thing, if you saw the whole thing, you would know that the refs missed a lot of stuff and also called a lot of incorrect stuff. Like multiple times, both teams lost their challenges relatively early, and multiple times the ball would go out of bounds off another guy's hand and they'd call it on the other guy and back and forth. And Naz Reid doing a nice little scoop there. Wow. Didn't make the free throw apparently. This was nice. Nice little steal. Anthony Edwards. He's not trying to be flashy, you know. He's down 3-0. He would be trash talking if he was up 3-0 like he was against the Suns, but he's not. He's being nice. Jaden McDaniels, this series has been shooting really well from 3. I mean, the whole season he was not shooting well from 3 at all. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize that was a dunk. Wow. Jeez Louise, Jaden Hardy. That was nice. That was nice. This is the first game he's played this series, I believe. Jaden Hardy has not played barely at all. Nickeil Alexander-Walker doing good for the Timberwolves. His defense is unrivaled right now in the playoffs, I'd say. He's actually probably the best guard defender right now who's still in the playoffs. Anthony Edwards, nice little shot there with 0.3 left. Okay, it's the 4th. This is what matters. They're only 78 and 76, not a high-scoring game. And they just keep tying it up. flipping it back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. I mean, there was no held lead in the fourth for more than 5 possessions at all. Until the end of it, I believe. But yeah. Good defense by the Mavericks. They played good defense. They've been playing. This was incredible. This, I forgot about this. Look at this lob. I mean, Luka gets the steal. You can see Derrick Jones, he's behind, but now he starts sprinting. Lob. Ooh! We just saw a man fly. We just saw a man fly. That was just great. And that is why Kyrie did this and gave them a 1-point deficit, which is what they needed. But Anthony Edwards said, make it 3. So he gave them a 3-point lead. 7 minutes left. This is probably one of the best fourth quarters I've ever seen. I mean, it was just so fun to watch. It was just back and forth. This is basketball. This is basketball. It was just back and forth. Great defense from both teams. You know, sometimes that happens because he's also 7'3" or something and can dunk on practically anyone, even though he's not athletic. This was really clutch. They really needed this. And then Anthony Edwards passes it back out, and he just comes down and just shoots it again. Barely even jumps, but he makes it. Busting. Great shots from Karl Anthony Towns, giving them a 5-point lead. But, boom. I was watching this with my friend. He reacted to that like crazy happy. He was like, hey, reverse! Anthony Edwards, oh my God. Karl Anthony Towns was just so clutch in the fourth quarter. So clutch. He was putting down the narratives. He barely took any shots this game, and he made most of them. This was really nice. This really cemented it. They had an 8-point lead. It's basically done at this point. But it might not be. You know why? Kyrie Irving. Nice little floater. Puts it in. 3-point game. Right? 3-point game. They have a chance here. Timberwolves come up. It's a good screen. He shoots it. And he drains it. The Timberwolves drained the shot. That's an and one. It was a take foul or something. Wait. I can't be yapping through that. Okay. He scored. It's a 3-point lead. Just a 6-point lead. Luka comes up. Look at this shot. He made that shot and got fouled. Did you see that basketball? Look at that. Look at where he shot it from. Is he Stephen Curry? What? Look at the way he shot that. That should never go in. That was a desperate 3, and he made it. And guess what? He couldn't make the free throw. Spoiler alert. Bang. Doesn't go in. And they had to foul Rudy Gobert, who didn't make any of them. But it didn't matter because Naz Reid got a nice little layup. And that was it. 105-100 with 11 seconds to go. Now it's .2. They added .2 to the clock for no reason. Because the ball went out of bounds. They were playing defense, scraffling for it. And it went out of bounds. And that's it. That was the game. Now, I'm sorry. I just can't. I need to look at this Luka Doncic shot one more time. Because this is one of the most clutch shots in history. If they won this game, he would have been cemented as a legend. I mean, he already is basically. But look at that shot. He made it. If only they were only down by 3. If that was the tying shot and then he made the free throw, oh my God. That would have been incredible. But it wasn't. It was not. So the Timberwolves took this game and they are going back to Minnesota, I believe. Yeah, they're going back to Minnesota for Game 5, which is good for the Timberwolves. So the Timberwolves have a chance here. The Timbies have a chance. They might be able to take it to possibly Game 6. Maybe even Game 7. That's what they want to do, is take it to a Game 7. Obviously, because if they don't, they will lose this series. So that's about everything that's happened recently. Eastern Conference Finals were interesting. Pacers, they were never going to beat the Celtics. Jaylen Brown got Eastern Conference Finals MVP, deservedly so, in my opinion. This series is really what I care about, though. Nobody cared about that series. We all knew that was going to happen. This is an interesting series because both teams are so good at basketball. And everyone had the Timberwolves as the favorite. A lot of people thought the Timberwolves were going to win. But the Mavericks came in, and they won 3 in a row. And now it's 3-1, and we have to see what's going to happen in this series. I'm going to try to update every single game. I'm going to upload as much as I can every single game of this series It might end next game, but there'll be a video about it. So stay tuned for that. I hope y'all enjoyed this one. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all of that. And make sure you watch the next video because it's going to come out. I believe there's a game in 2 days. So hope y'all enjoy this one. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.